Hello and welcome again to another episode of Battle Ready. This time we're doing the Nova Reveal Reacts. So I've already seen all the Nova stuff. I've watched some of it live and then some of it I caught on Warhammer Community.
Yoink.
And then Drake hasn't seen any of it. So we are going to show Drake for the first time reacting in real time to the stuff to see if it's cool or not cool. We're going to...
I'll go this, or this.
We're going to do mostly AOS stuff, and then maybe we'll show a couple of the models from the other systems, but mostly AOS stuff. So, first things first, Drake. They did, in fact, announce the 2 Destruction battletomes. We know exactly what they are.
Alright, don't tell me. I need to know the iPad.
Do you want me to tell you what they are?
No.
Well, how else are you going to know?
The iPad will tell me.
No. Well, I'll show you one of them.
Ogres.
So, the Ogres.
That's a Seraphon skull.
Yes, so this is a new Ogre Hunter.
So it's like...
Apparently he's got a giant crossbow and he hunts monsters.
I feel like that's...
And unlike most ogres who eat everything, he takes trophies. So you've got like a Seraphon thing. That might be a rat ogre or something back there.
Yeah. I feel like this is just a ogre version of a Minsker Bolt Boy.
Yeah, maybe.
That's all this is.
So look, you can see some of the stuff on him.
Oh no, it's just a giant rat. It's just half of a rat.
Just a giant half rat.
Just a casual
But I like
rat.
how the Seraphon head is holding his arrows.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
He's got a hand.
Did he
just
shoot
hanging
those
out.
arrows inside his skull? Like...
Maybe he did.
Oh.
So what do you think? What do you think of this model? Cool? Not cool?
I'm gonna put it like this because the only downside is it looks too much like the Cool Boys.
I think its head looks weird.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind. Some people online are saying the head isn't good. I actually don't mind it, except for the fact that it's
Wrapping around his eyeballs.
the wrapping around his eyeballs. I don't like that part. But other than that, I think it's pretty cool. I think he's got a good dad bod going on, and I like the model. I don't know if his rules will be any good. We'll have to see when the battle tome comes out. But I do like a lot of these little pelts and source heads and all kinds of things. I think are pretty cool.
He got shanked.
Yeah.
He got shanked in his tummy.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You want to know what the second one is?
Can I look?
You can look. It's Sons of Behemoth.
Why?
No Gloomspite. But this Son of Behemoth, first of all, he's huge, right? That's a mega. And look, his fingers have crowns for rings. So this is King Broad, who's like sort of an ogre champion, but he's also a priest. So he can do prayers for ogres now.
I see that.
What?
That.
What?
That.
Oh yeah, so that's a corn symbol.
Loincloth thing.
But he's got all kinds of stuff on him that he's taken. And look, he's got little greeblies. I forget what they're called, the creepers, but they, like, it turns out that they help the Gargants, like, put stuff in their beards and things. Yeah. Sons and Ogres, that's our 2 battletomes. Which, I was a little disappointed. I really wanted Gits. Especially because they haven't had a Tome Celestial, right? And they did get a little bit in the Battle Scroll update, but not a lot. So I was really hoping it'd be Gits. The only thing I'm hoping for is that maybe Gits, because Ogres get 1 model.
Yeah.
Gargants get
One model.
1 model. So I'm hoping that they're saving Gits for a little bit later so that they can do a bigger range refresh.
Yay.
Like maybe they'll make some of the spider riders cool.
Yay. No.
You don't like the spiders?
No. I need trolls.
But yeah, I would love to see another troll for sure. There's only 4. There's 4 trolls, and we could use...
And the Troggoth Hag.
Yeah, what I'd like to see is that rather than it being a Forge World model only, I'd like to see you could call it Troggoth Hag, Troggoth Matriarch, something like that. Like a spellcasty Troggoth would be pretty cool. Yeah, but I would like to see another Trog. So this guy, King Broad, I think he's pretty cool. So he's an upgrade to the existing Gargant kit. So he's not his own thing. So you still use the same legs and body as all the other Gargants, but instead of putting on their weapons and stuff in their head, you get this thing so you can put on King Broad on top of it. He's cool.
Yep.
I think he's fine.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of the Sons of Behemoth, but they're fine. Thoughts? Just still disappointed from Gloomspite? Yeah, well, it happens, right? Sometimes we get what we want, and sometimes we get Sons of Behemoth. But if you're a Sons player, good for you, right?
Yeah.
So if you, even though it's not my cup of tea, if you're all about the Sons of Behemoth, great. I mean, happy for you. The Ogres, I'm a little bit interested in. I did get a start collecting set for my birthday a couple months back. So I do have the beginnings of a little Ogre force. So maybe once I get the battle tome, we'll see if I decide to expand that a little bit. But I could see some Ogres. And then Drake, that would be another destruction army for you to come in and munch. And that, if you ever finish the Iron Jaws,
I'm working on it.
then the Ogres and the Iron Jaws are basically, they're on the Gork side. Whereas Cruel Boys and Gits are a little bit more on the Mork side.
Gargants are more in the Gork.
Yeah. So
And
those destruction armies, Ogres and Iron Jaws in particular, I think you will like because they're all about run up and smash face.
I feel like what's gonna happen is there's always some kind of crazy coming right before a new thingy.
Well, we'll see.
Like in 2.0 is the Necroquake.
Oh yeah, there'll be something like that. Maybe it'll be the Dawnbringer Crusades. Maybe instead of a faction, it'll be like the narrative, like Malign Portents or Broken Realms.
Yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna replace like
It's not going to be a faction replacement. You don't think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So we know hardly anything about it, and they didn't reveal anything about Dawnbringers. But it'll be interesting to see where it goes. But there was one more reveal. Let's see if we can get it up here. All right.
Hi, buddy.
That is a new. It's not a start collecting. It's a battle. I don't know what they're calling it actually, but those are Chaos Runes that say Slave to Darkness, and you get all that junk. So you get the Demon Prince, who's got 5 different heads you can put on him. If you decide you really want to make him Nurgly or Khorne or whatever.
I think that's a remake from Be'lakor. It's like an early Be'lakor.
No, it's definitely different, but the wings are sort of. I could see how you'd look at it. Who's also a demon prince? He was the first prince, right? Be'lakor.
So this is like his son.
Then you've got these guys, the chosen Chaos Warriors.
They have big sticks.
Look at that.
That's a big axe. Those
guys are gonna hit you with.
Where'd you steal that from?
Heavy stuff. It looks like a Sigmar axe. And then you've got the Ogroid Therodons, who are like part. I don't know what you would call it. You know the Ogroid Thaumaturge from Tzeentch? Same thing, only these guys are part of Slaves to Darkness.
And they're a lot bigger.
No, they're the same size as the other Ogroid.
But they have bigger axes.
Yeah, they probably do have bigger axes.
They have bigger sticks in general.
So if you buy the battle box, you get the Prince, a bunch of Chosen, and Ogroids, as well as the Battle Tome. So that's it. Battle Tome roadmap complete.
I feel like if we ever did get the Demon Prince, we should just stick on all 5 heads.
Just one on top of the other, and 5 heads high. So what do you think? What do you think of the Slaves of Darkness?
They look so cool.
They do look really cool. I'm not sure I like the face on the Demon Prince, but I like all the other heads. All the god-specific heads look really good to me. Then the Therodons look amazing. The Chosen, look at that guy with the dead head on his spiked shoulder.
Where did you get that from? Who did you take that from?
Yeah, so I don't know. We don't have a Slaves of Darkness army. I don't know that we would get a Slaves of Darkness army.
We already have like 3 or 4 Chaos Warriors.
But this is,
1, 2.
I would be fibbing if I didn't say it was tempting. I'm very tempted by it.
Yeah, we have 4 Chaos armies if we're counting the Nurgle Demon army.
I think what's going to happen, this comes out in the winter, so probably shortly after Christmas, probably into the new year, maybe January or February. And, we're going to, Christmas is Christmas, so that's going to spend a little bit. So I probably won't have recovered in time to
I will never
buy the Slaves of Darkness. So yeah, we probably won't get slaves, but I am tempted. I do think they look really cool. So then I guess that the last question I have is, what do you think's up with Gits?
I think they're gonna be like, I mean, didn't they get squished during the Siege of Excelsis? Like, Scragrot was there.
Scragrot was there for sure, but so were Ogres, and so was Ironjaws, right?
I feel like what it's gonna be is how every end of battle scenario, like end of the point O, how it's always some cataclysmic event. I think it's gonna be all the Orc tribes fight, all of Gork charging in versus all of Mork.
Yeah, a destruction versus destruction battle.
Yes.
That'd be cool. So I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping that they're taking this time to retool Gits a little bit and to give, maybe refresh some models, maybe give us some new models, because I would like to see Gits have at least sort of the Sylvaneth treatment, where you get a new big hero and new big units. Sylvaneth got, I think, 2 or 3 units.
Yeah.
I would love to see that, and frankly, at least of all the armies that we play, Gits need a battle-tome rewrite.
Yeah.
They need we've done, and I'll try to link it, whatever corner this shows up, I guess, over there.
Corner.
Sort of a wish listing of what we think we'd like to see, from a casual perspective, of what we'd like to see the Gits tome look like. So hopefully we'll see some of that.
It has presented nothing.
But I think it's really weird that it hasn't been a Tome Celestial for the Gits.
Hopefully they're not getting squatted.
No. That they're too popular, I think. But that's been really weird, because that's why I thought for sure they would be the Battle Tome, because they haven't gotten it. Yeah. And even since the last roadmap, there have been issues of White Dwarf and no Tome Celestial. So it's like they've had opportunities to give us a Tome Celestial, and they just haven't.
They're waiting for something big.
I think that they're finding it very difficult to make the changes that Gits needs, and so maybe this is just hope. Maybe that's just hope. But I think it points to the fact that we will probably get a Gits tome sooner rather than later. Because if they're not even willing to put out a Tome Celestial, that probably means they recognize that it needs substantial revision, rather than just a Band-Aid like many of the Tome Celestials have been.
Because the way the 2.0 Battle Tomes are written, and the way that I just don't like the Squig Herd in particular, because the way the Squig Herd themselves are written is they were written back when mortal wounds were rare.
All right, so one foray into 40K, full reveal of the squats.
Squats.
Starting with their giant vehicle.
How is that a squoot vehicle? I don't see any squats.
They're in there. See, you can pull the side off, and they're in there. They've got different cannon options, missiles, all kinds of stuff.
So they're basically just bigger Caradron.
Sorta. They're like Caradron with better weapons, I guess.
They just put Caradron back in. That's all they did.
You got this guy. He's got 2 different kinds of robot helpers.
Balloon boys. I know what you're doing, Warhammer.
And you can get the Leagues of Votann thing, which has 20 of the basic dudes, a hero, a berserker, or whatever that guy's name is, and then 3 of those bikes.
Wait a minute. That guy is the exact same standing up with a gun pointing out thing as one of the Arcanaut Company.
Oh yeah, they
made that from Caradron. I caught you red-handed.
And then look, they've got a codex map for next stuff, so Astra Militarum and World Eaters. We're probably going to come out just in time before...
so that's why it has teeth. It's eating the world.
Before 10th edition, so...
Before what edition?
10th edition. They're on Warhammer 9th right now, but that was almost 3 years ago. It's next summer is 3 years, so everyone's thinking it'll be Warhammer 10th.
Oh, that's 30 years.
No, it's been more than 30 years. They didn't always do the 3-year editions. That's been sort of a new thing. But anyway, what do you think of these guys? I think they look sort of cool. I think some of them you could paint up and make them look sort of Caradron-y.
Yeah.
And that thing just looks amazing. I would love to have one of those.
Just for show. Not
just
even
for
to play.
show.
Not even to play.
That's
just for
gonna be.
show.
I mean, it's gonna be too expensive to do that with, unfortunately. But it is pretty cool.
It's
I
an
like
electric-
the Hecaton Land Fortress.
They basically took a. They basically stole a. What are they called? Oh, a Beyblade. It's like they took a Beyblade and made it bigger and scarier.
Overall, what do you think of the reveals? I think if I just look at the models and things like that, I think they all are pretty cool. I sort of like them all, especially the Hecaton Land Fortress. I think is amazing. Like you, I'm very disappointed that we didn't get Gits, but hopefully they're coming. And
Please.
if I put that out of my mind and I just look at what we actually got, I think it's pretty cool. Plus, I like that, you know, ogres, slaves, and sons. We don't really have those armies, so it's going to give my wallet a little break, allow me to maybe get the next Warcry box and
This
go
is
that
what
way.
he's at. This is what he will be at.
Once I start buying Warhammer stuff, yeah, I think everybody knows that pain.
That's how
All right.
everything works.
All right, well, this has been another episode of Battle Ready. Thanks so much for watching.